Well, as you can see, I have a little bit of a mess going on, but I'm planning on making some major changes in here that will make my life a little easier. And one of the changes is this is going to be gone, and I have a new plan for these tubs. I'm not getting rid of them. They're just going to move to another section here that Joe is going to rebuild. So for those of you that are new here, thank you for coming and watching. Joe is my husband who builds the things that I need around here. And he's very handy. And anything I need, he comes up with, and we brainstorm together, and that's how this works. But anyway, I'm about to put up the Woodstock stuff on the website, so please, look at that. I have red wigglers now, African night crawlers, and I'm about to list, by the time you see this, I'll probably have the European night crawlers listed. They're probably not going to be bait size. They'll be young, but, you can fatten them up and get them to the size that you want using worm chow and other things. But anyway, those are my plans, and I still have to, I want to check these today, and I'll do it with you and just maybe do a little cleaning up. So let's check on Woodstock and let me see what's going on. I love when I take this off and I see African night crawlers right away on the surface just chilling. I just love them. They don't like when I touch them, and I touch them very gentle, but they just don't like it. But look, we have something sprouting here as usual. So when I see things like this, I just break them up and go like that. So if you guys ever want to see if I've done something, I get a lot of questions like, have you fed leaf litter or things like that? All you have to do is go at the top of YouTube. You put in the garden and worm lady and then put leaf litter, or the garden and worm lady, how to prepare castings, and do stuff like that. And I'm sure if I've done it, it will come up, because I've been on this platform many years and I've done just about everything. Oh, look, another piece of the plastic. So I'm slowly removing it as I find it. But anyway, let's see. Guys, the manure is like, it's gone. It is gone. Yeah, I don't see a trace of the manure except for the pot worms. See, look. See the little pot worms? There's a little pot worm. There's another one right up there, that little white one. So that's about the only thing that I see in here. And that's it. And they're just having a ball. Yeah, the manure is gone. And so are the food scraps, basically. So I think this bin is ready. So a starter colony. I'm going to go in here and go like this. And I usually sell it in 32-ounce containers. I also have 8-ounce containers. They're smaller. So I can do a smaller version, cheaper. And you can find those on my website at thegardenandwormlady.com. I do charge shipping. I can't afford this if I don't charge shipping. And I got a message the other day from the post office, because I'm part of the newsletter for them, or the information, that they're going to go up in price temporarily because of the fuel problem that we're having because of the problems in the world. So I could definitely not do free shipping on these things. And I do ship priority. So if you want them, they're going to be there. It's hard for us worm farmers. A lot of people still do free shipping, and I think it's because everyone does it, but I can't go by what everyone does. I have to go by what financially is more wise for me. I can't lose money, because then it just becomes an expensive hobby. So that's the deal with that. But these things are definitely ready to go. So if and I don't sift out the cocoons. I just don't have the time. It's too time consuming. So basically I'll go like this, And then this is what you'll receive. So when you receive this, you go like this in your bin and you wet it with water, mix it, wet it, and then cover it. And then you surface feed them. You could do it, 15, 20 minutes later. Just give a chance for the worms and the microbes to just settle in a little bit. And then it'll be fine. So yeah, Woodstock is ready. I only sell about half of it or 3/4. I always leave myself a section so that I can repopulate it. Because if I sell off this entire thing, then I won't have any to repopulate. So go check that out. But they're doing great. I am going to surface feed them. I'm not going to give them any more food scraps since they're going to go on the market. I usually have one guy in Georgia that he buys the entire thing. But hopefully other people will get a chance before he sees this. Let me get some chow. Another thing I do is people that buy the starter colonies from me, I include a packet of my worm chow in the box just to get you started. I am planning on listing it in bulk, so keep an eye out for that too. But they're doing great. They're going to enjoy their little yummies here. And now let's move on to the Louisiana swamp worms, and I'll keep you updated on the rebuilding of this room. It's gonna be wild. I can't wait. Anytime I'm gonna work with a different tub that only has one type of worm, I always change gloves. So I fed these guys last night, and I could see that they're working on the chow. They also have a line of food scraps in here that I just gave them. So they're probably moving into this. Oh yeah, there they are. Say we love our food scraps, Mom. Look how pretty that picture is. Wonder if YouTube will catch that. I took a little screenshot. I might use it. Oh look, this was part of the mango seed. And I think the chicken bone officially disappeared. So have any of you guys tried the heat mat trick with the cocoons? Let me know down below. I'm curious to know and how it's going. Man, they just love lettuce and the eggshells. Look, they're moving in. This will be gone in a few days. And look, I did add a paper towel that I just dried my hands with, just from water. I never add paper towels that I use to clean the counter with or anything like that. Look at this. This was a lime, and it's molding, but I will leave it in there. And I can smell it, and I love the smell of citrus. So it'll stay there. Now, if you decide to make lemonade, please don't dump all the lemons in your bin. You're going to run into a problem. It'll be too acidic, and it can hurt them or send them running because they'll know. The balance will be off. So don't do it. I did it one time. It was something else. Look at that. So another thing you can add to your tub, and this is another tip, is to calm down the acidity in a tub, you can add dolomite lime. And they sell gauges to test the acidity on Amazon, I believe. And I don't know where mine is. That's why I want to revamp this room, because I got so much stuff in here. So the acidity in a worm bin, I think, should be like 6, 7, no more than that. So test that and just see. I just like to tuck in the food scraps because it is spring and I don't want all the flying insects. But look, they're doing well. They're so cute, these little guys. I love them. They're little but mighty. They have a big appetite. So I'm going to surface feed these guys a little bit, even though they have their food scraps, because they like it. I got to refill my chow bottle. There we go. All right, we'll cover them. Let's peek at the red wigglers. All right, I went and changed gloves. So you see how I have to pull this out of here? This is one of the reasons we're revamping this room. So I don't have to do this anymore because, guys, this gets very heavy, very heavy. All right. Well, I gave them food scraps and I could see something growing here. So look, see those little white things? Those are springtails. They are very beneficial in a worm bin. Very beneficial. Don't worry if you see them. They eat the mold. They jump too, so you'll see them jumping. But they won't hurt a worm bin. So look, I don't have many worms in here, so I'm starting to repopulate this one. But look, there's a red wiggler. And whatever the worms don't eat, because I don't have that many, the springtails will handle it. The microbes will handle it. So look, there's more in here. And before you know it, this tub will explode because cocoons will start hatching. And then before you know it, I'll have 1 million of them. Look at them. See the little yellow tail? So you see how they're not like wiry and their heads aren't like skinny and pointy and going crazy. That's how you can tell that this is not a blue worm. Blue worm behavior is very like they're extremely high on caffeine. This is also good castings. But yeah, they're doing well. I have to be patient with them. See, look. Because they're gonna populate. I know they are. I just want to see 1 million of them, and you know, I'm not seeing that. But I know it's gonna take time. So that's why you just gotta be patient. But they're doing well. But I'll keep you updated on them. They're eating a plantain, by the way. So guys, if any of you are new, check out the website, thegardenandwormlady.com. If any of you have any pet hermit crabs or anyone that has pet hermit crabs that you know, I make food for pet hermit crabs. I have listed it also on my website. But if you're interested in the worms, I have a link there that says worms, and there it will all be updated. So Woodstock will probably be live, and we'll get going from there. So press that subscribe button, give me the thumbs up, hype the video. I don't even know why they do that, but okay. Share with family and friends, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.